So Elon Musk blasted Trump's big beautiful bill. Y'all like the video right here? And check this out.
All right, meanwhile, President Trump's big beautiful bill already facing hurdles in the Senate, now facing some heat from Elon Musk.
Peter Doocy is live at the White House with the details. Good morning, Peter.
Good morning. And President Trump thinks this is simple. He now says about the big beautiful bill, so many false statements are being made about the one big beautiful bill. But what nobody understands is that it's the single biggest spending cut in history by far. There will be no cuts to Social Security, Medicare, or Medicaid. The president's problem, though, right now is that he's losing some Republicans he needs in the Senate, like Rand Paul. When Elon Musk posts that Congress is making America bankrupt, Rand Paul writes, "Some of us are trying to stop that." And the president responded to Paul. He said, Rand Paul has very little understanding of the BBB, especially of the tremendous growth that is coming. He loves voting no on everything. He thinks it's good politics, but it's not. The BBB is a big winner. But the one thing that got everybody's attention yesterday here at the White House was this post from Elon Musk. "I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination."
How mad do you think President Trump is going to be when he finds out that Elon Musk said, "I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it."
Look, the president already knows where Elon Musk stood on this bill. It doesn't change the president's opinion. This is one big, beautiful bill, and he's sticking to it.
And last night I was sent by some sources familiar with the drama behind the scenes an article that appeared in Axios that says Musk was upset that Big Beautiful Bill that the Big Beautiful Bill cuts an electric vehicle tax credit that he thinks hurts Tesla. Also that one of his friends didn't get picked to NASA, that the FAA didn't use Starlink for air traffic control, and that he was not allowed to get an extension on his status as a special government employee.
All right, Peter, very interesting where we go now, because thank you very much.
Thanks,
I mean, because it's no big deal if Chuck Schumer's insulting the bill. And Rand Paul and Tom Massey tend to be heretics anyway. They don't want to get their hands dirty. They just want to criticize, unlike Ron Johnson, who says, I don't like elements of the bill, but I want to make it better. That's, to me, the right approach. Ted Cruz, same thing, right approach. But I think the Elon Musk thing really caught the president by surprise. And I hear he is furious. But I think he's so smart to keep his powder dry, because he just plays into what critics would have to say. The right can't get out of their own way. Instead, just you have a goal, pass it. Elon Musk is not in the Senate or the House. Don't worry about it.
Can I offer a different perspective, Ainsley? As someone who is supportive of the president's agenda, I am upset with Congress right now. I don't blame the president for the big, beautiful bill. I blame Congress because they go to their constituents every single election and they say they're going to cut spending, cut. And it doesn't seem like there's a willingness to do that. Even the same thing for the SALT deduction. Right. It's not conservative at all. We should not be subsidizing California and New York. And I think from Elon's perspective, you're going to see him getting involved in the primary contest. Now, the president has a different goal. He has to get the bill passed. He has to bring people together. And he understands that it's hanging on by a thread. So, of course, he's going to have that position. But I don't think Elon is anti-MAGA now or anti the president now. He worked so hard, put a lot of stuff on the line to get a lot of wasteful stuff cut, and it doesn't seem like Congress is showing that same willingness.
I thought Elon was very respectful in some of the original interviews, just saying, look, we have differences. I don't agree with him on everything. But this latest comment about calling the big, beautiful bill a disgusting abomination, I was shocked to hear him say that. I can understand why the president would not be happy about that. This is someone who worked on his team. But you don't have to agree completely. And Lawrence, I understand your thoughts. But when I look at this bill, if it is going to increase the deficit, and we're going to play a soundbite from John Thune that you had a great interview with him on radio where he says that's not going to happen. But you're getting so many other cuts. Donald Trump has said, if we don't pass this big, beautiful bill, your taxes are going to go up 65%.
Which is true.
These tax cuts happened in 2017. He wants to extend them, not only extend them, make them permanent. So I'm all in favor of that. I don't want 65% of my paycheck taken out or them to increase even that much. I also like no tax on tips. I was a server for many, many years. Y'all probably were too. Many people out there look at Nevada. That's their livelihood. So I love that. No tax on Social Security.
Right.
If you're living on a fixed income, we interviewed 1 million people in those
that's
diners.
That's going to be tax breaks. They're not going to. You got to still pay tax Social Security. They're going to substitute that.
I thought it was no tax on Social Security.
That was the goal, but they didn't execute that.
Okay, but it's going to be better than it was, right?
Right.
Okay, it's going to be lower. So that's what. When I look at the big picture, that's better. Right. But here's John Thune's interview on your radio show.
He says it's not going to add to the deficit. Listen up.
Will this lead to higher deficits? The answer to that is no. You're going to get growth in the economy. And when the economy, again, is growing and expanding, you get more government revenue. Add to that the almost $2 trillion in cuts that are in the bill, and you have the most significant reduction in spending and biggest amount of savings in history. In this legislation. So, and if you look at CBO, Brian, in the past, they've been, they have a long history of just flat being wrong. They scored the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, and the economy grew 5% more than what they projected. Revenues were $1.5 trillion higher than what they projected in 2017. And when the Democrats passed their so-called Inflation Reduction Act last year, CBO missed the mark on energy provisions by about 400%. One thing we do know is when we reduce taxes and cut regulations and have an abundant energy supply in this country, the economy grows and expands.
So he says they're going to go back and they're going to work on different spending issues over the next 3 years. But for this to pass, to lay the groundwork to launch it, the CBO looked at this and said, we project 1.8% growth. We have never had such anemic 1.8% growth over the course of 10 years. He believes it's going to be 2 and 3. So if you're bringing in more revenue, that would wipe out the deficit that comes in. We have to add more money to the Pentagon, and I think we need more money for the border. Those are the 2 areas in which the president's increased spending. I don't know what the fight is on that.